Solaris is a 1974 film directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, a man of psychopathic and poetic perfection. Or to put it simply, someone who makes great films. It might be a little daunting to try and review his works, maybe somewhat vapid, a little trite. We have to remember that we're talking about the man that many consider to be one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. You might be looking at me right now asking, do you have anything interesting to say about this? Anything to add to the already lengthy discussion? Yeah, of course I do. Hubris is a useful virtue at times. Hubris gives us hope for answers. Hubris is why we're here today, daring to carve out some kind of meaning from this fever dream of confusion. I'm talking about the movie Solaris, of course. I'm not sure what you were thinking about. I just want to tell you what I think is going on here. I'm going to share basic plot points, but this is in no way a substitute for actually sitting down and watching this movie. If you want to go in fresh, and I honestly suggest you do, then go watch the movie immediately. Then you can plop down and finish this video, because I'll still be here. The film opens up on a classic Russian countryside home in the future. A stoic individual looks out over the landscape, pondering away at his life, his past, his future, just having a good old think. We meet a boy and a girl. She does a nice little curtsy, and we never see them again. Our characters watch as we watch along with them a short piece of film getting us up to speed on the current situation. A strange situation on a strange space station, studying the strange planet of Solaris. That's the name of the thing. We are introduced to one man who already made the journey out there, Burton. Oh, Burton, if the bags under your eyes could only tell us what happened. Apparently he went to the station, ventured way on out there, and came back with no real understanding of the events. Yet what he does possess, something that our main character does not, is a level of respect for the peculiarity of his experience. It got weird. Chris Kelvin, our hero, a real man's man, a man of reason and science, a man of leather jackets, and a stubborn one at that, is about to be sent out to investigate the unresponsive space station. The people on Earth have lost basic contact after a series of unsuccessful missions there. Once there on the station, things are not quite what he expected. The crew is certainly acting strange. The station is in disarray, and there seem to be others there. Hey, who's that guy? And the people on board are certainly not in a rush to give him any clues as to what might be going on. Maybe they have no idea. But the friendly, somewhat beaten down Mr. Snout gives him a bit of helpful advice. You might see things you don't understand. Try not to do anything drastic. Chris decides to completely ignore this advice. As it turns out, the planet that Chris is currently orbiting might be alive. And what I mean by alive is that the planet seems to be deliberately probing the minds of the scientists and manifesting people that it finds in their subconscious. If you gaze long into the abyss gazes into you. Chris gets fully roped into all this mess as he wakes up to find his deceased wife sitting beautifully in his room. Beautiful eyes, strong features. Natalia Bondarchuk is Hari. But this is not exactly his wife, it's just his memory of her. She doesn't understand who she is. She doesn't know what happened and why she's there. The only memories she has are the ones that Chris has of her. So Chris does what many of us would do if put in that exact situation. He places her into a rocket and shoots her out into the cold recess of space. But she isn't gone. She's still there in his room, still confused, but becoming more and more human, whatever that means. We learn about their life together. They seem to have loved each other. Were they happy? She did eventually kill herself, so who really knows? The crew bickers, tensions flare, the couple goes dancing. And naturally, the crew ends up blasting the planet with radiation. There certainly is a lot going on here, and I don't want to spoil the experience. So that's the movie. Solaris features quite a few impressively choreographed long takes, a product not of artistic vision alone, but of Soviet-era budgetary restrictions. So the cast and crew meticulously practiced, hoping to get a whole conversation in one take. Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. The mysterious woman seen throughout flashbacks and fever dreams turns out to be Chris's mother. So something Freudian is going on here. This might be just a bit of cultural difference on display. In a typical Western piece, there's often a clash between a woman that is good for our hero and one that is not. The woman he should be with and the woman that would be disastrous. In Russian culture, however, this conflict is often between the wife and the mother, a battle to replace each other for the affection of the man. Look at this photograph. The film spends a lot of time with it. I think everyone here can recognize it as Hunters in the Snow, a piece by Peter Bruegel, a somewhat enigmatic painter whose works feature the complete dissolvement of individuals into the busy shuffle of ordinary reality. His works rarely contain any central focus. Even the viewer gets lost in the countless points of view within his works. There is beauty in the shuffle, and it's always a shuffle. The artist is also famous for the three-piece set painting of the Tower of Babel, the symbolic representation of our own hubris and limitations to organize and find meaning together. Are we really in control? That might be relevant to this story. The station was made rough and unclean because people are disorganized, people are messy, and everything slowly breaks. Why should we be any different in the future? Eat Your Heart Out, Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, which came out 7 years after this film. There's a lot here, but what does it mean? I don't really have much to say about Solaris. The film has been combed through and explained by a lot brighter minds than myself, and it's impossible to talk about without overlaying the film with your own experience and ideas. There's just a bit too much symbolism here. She's the mother, he's the father. The balloon means something. Also, this is a painting. Well, I'll give it a shot. Look at the water. Look at the grass, the trees. It's nice here. It's comfortable. Your family's here. Your memories. It's comfortable. But you gotta go. You're a rocket man. You're gonna see new things and meet a lot of new people through it all. Some are nice. Some are cold. What does it mean? Maybe you fall in love. Maybe it doesn't work out. But maybe it does. You're happy. But what does it mean? All that certainly is a mystery. And I'm not talking about some kind of Scooby-Doo and the Gang mystery that's going to wrap itself up in time for the commercial break. This is one of those big mysteries that stays a mystery. The stubborn or scientifically minded among us might still have faith here. Maybe we actually can resolve this question. Maybe an answer will emerge from all the data. Well, science has taken us so far already. Maybe along with radio telescopes, quantum teleportation, artificial intelligence, microprocessing, gene splicing, instant communication, interstellar travel, and nanotechnology, science might be able to give some explanation as to what is really going on here. And what is really going on here? That's the question. Facts and logic have almost nothing to say about purpose, love, truth. You know, the good stuff. So naturally, it falls on you to come up with the answer for yourself. You just gotta keep looking. Maybe the search for answers is the answer in and of itself. If you're looking, maybe you're already doing what you're supposed to do, trying to sort through this mess. And maybe you can be comfortable there. Because what a beautiful, awful mess it really is.